So, what are the 7 most important tips for bringing home an animal rescue dog?
In this video, we're going to tell you what tips you need to have for bringing that fur baby home. Hi, I'm Elizabeth Skordinski, founder and co-owner of Doodlebug Dog Walker and proud mama of 2 fur babies.
And I'm Jennifer Groom, co-owner and doggy expert at Doodlebug Dog Walker and dog mom of 1 fur baby. On this channel, we talk a lot about how to make a happy and healthy dog and be a happy dog owner.
And if you're new here, would love it if you consider subscribing.
At any point, check out show notes and links to any of the products we talked about in our YouTube description.
Now let's jump into the video.
Here are the 7 most important tips for bringing home an animal rescue dog.
Okay, so the first one, number 1, most important, you would disagree probably with me, but I would say most important is having a planned out schedule. People need routines, dogs need routines. They need to know the routine of when they're gonna go potty, when they're gonna get their breakfast, when they're gonna get their dinner, when are they gonna get let out of the crate. Routines and structures are so important, not just for humans, but for animals too. They're gonna take your cue, so make sure you have your schedule planned out with work and then also your weekend schedule.
And the second most important, or as some would argue the first most important, is knowing who your vet is going to be. Do your research ahead of time. Look on Google, look on Yelp, find someone that you're comfortable with, do a phone consultation ahead of time to discover which office you're most comfortable with, the receptions that you like the best, the doctors that you like the best, and what kind of medical care you would like to pursue. Some people want to go a more natural and holistic route, whereas some people prefer conventional medicine. These days there's lots of different options to look into.
Sweet. So my number 3 tip is going to be crate. Where are you going to hold the dog when you're not there? We're big proponents of crate training dogs, but the biggest crate that I don't like is wire crates. We've had so many dogs over the past decade plus of being in business and doing hundreds of thousands of dog visits. We've had so many dogs break out of these wire crates. Don't get those. I don't like them. Dogs will break out and they can hurt their teeth. They can pop the pans out from underneath them. Our suggestion is a plastic type crate that is the thicker plastic. Don't chintz on the crate. You can get them off Craigslist, the nice ones, if you want to save a little bit of money. But crate's super, super important to have before your rescue dog comes home.
Absolutely. And number 4 tip would be the type of leash you're going to use. And again, in our 10 plus years of being in business, one of the main things that we've learned about leashes is no retractables.
Oh, I hate them.
They are devastation. Always go with a standard length nylon leash. They're stronger, you can get a better grip, whereas retractable leashes, they have the thin cord that easily breaks if your dog gets too excited and takes off after something. The locking mechanism doesn't always work, especially if you live in a busy area next to the road. You really want to make sure you're maintaining control of the distance that your dog can be away from you or that they can be into the sidewalk into the road. And the best way to do that is with a short nylon leash.
Tip number 5, you may ask? Shoes. What girl doesn't like shoes, right? I mean,
we love them.
We do love our shoes. Sneakers. You need to have a good pair of sneakers or galoshes for the rain in case you want to make your wardrobe expanded. But a good pair of shoes, you're going to be walking that dog a bunch. And even if you have a backyard to let your dog out in, this amazing new animal rescue in your home, you're going to need to have good footwear.
Absolutely. The 6th tip is part of our healthy and happy dog proponent. Make sure that you have an elevated food and water station for your pup. Set up their feeding station ahead of time before they come home. Get an elevated feeder that matches their height. It's actually really a lot better on their spines and their necks as opposed to leaning all the way down to eat off the floor. We don't do it. Why would we make our dogs do it?
True that. Okay, can we talk about number 7?
Yes, please.
It's totally your jam, but I'm totally interrupting. Number 7, because it's my lucky number. Treats. I love treats.
Treats. We are very big on taking the best care of our dogs, and one of the main things that we found after taste testing dozens and dozens of treats over the year with our own fur babies is that you really want to make sure you're getting a healthy, well-made treat. Go grain-free if your dog has a sensitive digestive system, and always make sure you're looking for treats that are made in the USA, as meats sourced from other countries sometimes don't pass the same standards of inspection that we expect and want for our dogs to maintain happy and healthy lifestyles. We have several suggestions that we have linked to in the description, as we mentioned earlier. Try some of those out. Your dogs will go crazy for them.
Yeah. So again, I would love it if you consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you have a friend who might like this video or who's planning on getting an animal rescue dog, share the link with them.
Absolutely. And whatever you do, and however long you've had your dog, some of these tips and tricks will be useful for years to come.
Great, sweet. Well, see you next time. Bye. It's good. Okay. Hi, Elizabeth. Blah, blah, blah. And then you, and then I say, no, no. Okay.
So it is like every other, right? Because you're gonna do that.
Yeah. Hi, I'm. So you do there. You do there. No, I was doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are the 7 most important tips for